Electronics guy here, back again with another assembly video, and this is a Cubiker desk. This is the L-shaped desk. If you've already been a subscriber of my channel for a while, you may have seen my other Cubiker desk, which is my virtual set, my live stream desk. It's a lot smaller desk, but I like the quality of that so much, the ease of assembly, and I've had it, check out my other Cubiker video, see how long I've had it, and it hasn't given me any problems. It's remained sturdy, and I've actually moved it to my new studio and it didn't become damaged during the move. So we're going to go through step by step and assemble this L-shaped desk. And by the way, you can expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to order it online. Very affordable, and hopefully the quality of this out of the box feels just as exceptional as my other Cubiker desk. So let's see what we got. Got all my parts neatly staged, and I wiped off the, it was packed in styrofoam, so there were a few tiny pieces of styrofoam. Got it all cleaned up and ready to roll here. And it's going to go in this corner. So when we set this up, you'll get to see the finished product. Okay, A, B, and C. And there's these pegs, which are a number 7 part. So number 7 is these little pegs, and there's 4 of them. Well, that's easy enough, and there's 4 of this. These little pegs, man, pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, they gave us, looks like an extra one, I guess, if you break a peg. I like to see that because that shows that the company cares. There's some desks that you might buy that are, inferior brands, inferior quality, that don't come with an extra piece. So when I see that, it makes me happy. Okay, so all these pieces are labeled. C is pretty easy to figure out because it's that shape. There's B, and then here's A. So we're going to do A. Okay, that's easy enough. And the holes are on this side, not both sides, just so you're aware. Also pay attention to the orientation of these holes. Those holes will face the rear. So I've actually got this backwards. So, again, take your time with this kind of stuff. So this A piece will go on this side. The B piece, again, the holes are on this side, will go on this side. Because what you want these 1, 2, 3, 4 holes on the rear. So when I put this together, they're going to be on the back. Stick these pegs in, and then push this to this. Boom. That simple. We're going to do the same thing with this. Again, making sure that these holes are facing the back, or think of it as facing the wall. You're installing this in the corner. Because you could have inadvertently flip-flopped these 2 pieces. So just something to be aware of. Save you some pain later, man. I'm not here to make this a painful experience. Pain is not my prerogative. And as this video helps you, please, not required, but please consider subscribing to my channel. And also, if you really like it, feel free to super thanks. You can look down below this video, and there's a thing that says thanks. You can choose to click that, and that'll help to support my channel. And I would recommend doing this on a clean and flat surface. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to get the two Ks and number 3s. So we're going to look for these K pieces. These actually may not be labeled, which is fine. Yeah, and they're easy to tell apart because see, these have top and bottom. These other long pieces only have bottom piece. So the ones we want for this are these. They look like this. And there it is. It says K on it. It was on that side. Okay, so we're going to get that, and then we're going to get quantity of 4 part number 3. So part number 3. Again, very clearly labeled. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. So we're going to get quantity 4 of part number 3. 2. 3. 4. And again, I wouldn't take these out of the bag. I would take them out as I go because that way you've got the label on there. So now this piece, this bar, is going to face towards where you're sitting. So this bar is going to face away from your wall. So keep that in mind. What I'd recommend doing is sticking it through there. And then do the same with the other one. Or actually, you can just do one at a time, that's fine. Okay, kind of finger tighten it. So it started, it's lined up. And then put your other one in and finger tighten it. And it started, so now we're going to get the tool that they included. These components, by the way, are very high quality as well. A lot of times with these ready to assemble desks like this, you get poor quality components, and even if the desk itself is good quality, if the components are poor quality, you're gonna end up with something that's structurally inadequate. So, just something to be aware of. But yeah, this feels good. Don't want to over tighten it, but I want to make it, tight enough where I don't have any wobble. And now we're going to repeat the process for this other side. And again, paying attention. This piece faces you sitting at the desk. This does not face the wall. I mean, you can see this right here. See? Same orientation, just over here. So, and yeah, so there's only one way this can go with that facing that way for these screw holes to mate up here. Okay, so we got this same type bolt that we used for the other side. Again, just start it with my fingers. And it is worth mentioning, I've never assembled this desk before. This is my second Cubiker desk that I purchased. Now, I did do an assembly video for the other Cubiker desk that I purchased. But this is the first time assembling this particular model. So I haven't had any previous experience with this model. Okay, that completes step 2. We're going to go to step 3. We're going to get these F's labeled there. F, Foxtrot. And then we're going to get these 3s. Again, 3 is the same type screw that we just used. So I'm going to get 4 more of that same type. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a quantity of 4 of the number 3 screw. Now, this is different. These have this bar, that bar. That bar faces the wall. This bar right here faces the wall. And then we get the other piece. And again, this bar right here, man, this bar faces the wall. Okay, that completes that step. Now we move on to step number 4. So we're going to get a G, a golf, an H, a hotel. This is H, as in hotel. And then we're going to get a G as in golf, and G. And then we're going to get a quantity of 4 of number 3, which are the types of bolts we've been using. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to get a different type of bolt that we have not used yet. So we're going to get a quantity of 1, 2, 3, 4, quantity of 4 of the number 2 bolt. And I like how they made it a different color, so it's easy to distinguish. One, two, three, four. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is put this G piece. And the G piece is going to use the number 3 bolt. So the number 3 bolt is the bolt we've been using previously. So G piece is going to go where's the back there? Oh, and see, it's got holes on the end. So if you're wondering where the 4 go, see, this is going to hold the desk together, because remember, at this point in time, the only thing holding these sections together is that wooden peg, which doesn't have any glue. So this is actually a brilliant design. So we're going to take quantity of, okay, this is number 3. This is number 3 bolt, like we've used before. We're going to take a quantity of 3, or a quantity of 4 of the number 3 bolt. We're going to put 1 in this part here. And again, I'm just going to finger tighten them to get them lined up. And then we're going to put 1 in this hole here. And then the other ones go on the end. Let me make sure that end was the same hole. Oh, I stand corrected. So the ones that go into the wood are the number 3 bolt. So actually, we're going to go ahead and put H is in hotel down. And see, it goes right here. We're going to put H right there. And then we'll use these remaining number 3 bolts to attach it. Because those other ones we're going to get to are going to go through the poles. And I'm not going to tighten those down all the way yet, because what I want to do is now take, these are the new bolts that we have not used, the 2 bolt. We're going to take the 2 bolt and we're going to put them in the ends. And again, just finger tighten them to start them. Make sure everything's going to line up here, which, I mean, this is very precisely made, so no quality control issues at all. And again, just finger tighten that, and then also in the ends of this other piece. You're just making sure it's lined up and you're finger tightening is all you're doing at this point. Okay, that's in, and then we'll do this one. Okay, now, there goes this door. I'm in hot air now. So now we can tighten these with the tool. So I'm going to do the wooden part first. See now this, once this is all tightened, this will hold the top of the desk together. The multiple pieces, because there's 3 pieces of the desktop. And now we're going to do those that connect to the post. They just take a little bit longer because the range of motion, you just kind of got to take your time with this, dude. And Cubiker makes all sorts of desks and some other things too. So again, expand this video's description and click the link there. I mean, they've got some really impressive stuff. You can get a lot fancier desk than this one. I wanted this, I just wanted it to be kind of simple, but spacious, and that's what I got with this. And you want to make sure this is acceptably tight because you don't want your desk coming apart. Okay, last one here. And again, you want to make sure that's properly tightened, because this holds the desk together. Okay, that completes step number 4. Now we're going to go to step number 5. So we're going to get number 1, a quantity of 8. Now these look like wood screws. So we're going to get a quantity of 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got those. And then we'll get these. D is in delta. Curiously enough, they failed to identify the number of this, but I mean, given the shape and the design, these are the only 2 pieces it could be. So these are the 2 delta, D is in delta pieces. I don't want somebody seeing that sticker and be like, man, you bought assemble yourself furniture. Yes, I did. Because it's great quality, man. And you can see it's easy to assemble. It has been so far. So, there's only 1, 2, 3, well actually there's, so be aware of this. When you place this here, there's actually a lower hole there. So you don't want to go into it. On this side, there's only 2 holes to choose from. So those 2 holes, but on this side, do not go to that to that hole there. See what I'm saying? So that hole remains. The hole that's going to be closer to the floor remains. So don't put it in the wrong hole. knees hurt, man. I've got a floor, but it's made out of concrete. You gotta feel it in your hands to appreciate how sturdy it is, man. It's super sturdy. And again, this top hole is left empty. And it's gonna be the same with this side. Okay, that's good and tight. Now what we're going to do is get this curved piece and quantity 2 of the number 2 bolts. So the number 2s were these black ones. So 2 of them. And this goes in that hole that we left open, see? And again, I'm just going to finger tighten it. Yeah, this is going to be like super sturdy. It's crazy how good this is. Again, the components are high quality to begin with. The hardware is high quality, and the fit and finish, everything is lined up perfectly. And for a desk that one assembles, that's often not the case. And there were no missing components. No missing hardware, rather. As a matter of fact, there were an extra piece. I think there's an extra piece for each. I'll have to check. So, I mean, that's a testament to enhanced quality. I mean, admittedly, when I got my first Cubiker desk, it was a price decision. I'm like, man, well, it looks nice. I wonder if it's going to be good. It blew my mind. And then that's why with this one, when I said, oh, I need a corner desk, an L-shaped desk, it was a no-brainer, man. I mean, I'm going to go with Cubiker, however you want to say it. Okay, well that's good and tight. And now also in this step, we put the little feet on. And it doesn't tell you what the feet are, but the feet, I mean, you kind of have to be an idiot if you didn't figure this out. The feet are the things that look like feet. These things. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's funny, they didn't give you an extra foot. I had extra pieces for the other things, but not for the foot. For the feet. And obviously, if you were on an uneven floor, you could adjust these in or out to level it out. But I think my floor, even though it's a low budget, I mean, basically, I got garage floor paint and painted my office. Save a buck, man. So, but the floor itself is level. Okay, so that completes step 6. Oh, and I give them credit, they did label the things, they just put it down there. I said they didn't, but they did. Now we're going to do step 7, so we're going to have to flip the desk over. Oh man, that's nice. Look at that. Luxurious. And now, we're going to get the two J pieces. J is in jackalope. And you can choose to position this little stand-up piece, whatever you want to call it, on this side or this side. I think I'm going to put mine on this side. So we got the two J's, now we need the E piece, which is this. And then you'll want to make sure when you position these on there that they face in the same direction. See how that piece is back? You want to do the same. And these use the number 4. Again, pay attention to the same orientation. And you wouldn't have to install this piece if you didn't want to. But I'll probably put one of those Amazon devices on it. Likewise, if you had a laptop and a desktop, you could sit your laptop up there. You could put a bottle of liquor up there, you know, whatever you wanted to do. Okay, that's good and tight. And then it doesn't say what we use to attach there's also these things called C-clips. I don't know what those are for, but I guess for this on the bottom it's, I mean there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of this number 4, so I'm assuming it's going to be the number 4 just like we just used. And then of course, like everything else, they gave a spare piece, provided a spare piece. So I'm curious what this C-clip is though, because it doesn't, I didn't see mention of it. See, it says C-clip. Curiously enough, it's not even referenced in the part list, the C-clip. So we'll just disregard that, I guess. Curious to know what it is, though. If y'all know, comment below and tell me, because I'm really curious. And then you can look at the bottom of the desk. Again, I'm going to put it on this side, but you could put it on the other side if you wanted to. And see where these holes are. Pretty self-explanatory here. So there it is, that's the Cubiker L-shaped desk, man. Super easy to assemble, looks nice, feels super sturdy. I mean, the sturdiness has exceeded my expectations. There's no gap there where those pieces met. Again, take your time with the assembly. This is not a rush. You know, you're not trying to get to the finish line before everyone else. Take your time. Take your time and you will probably find that it is a very nice desk. Look at that. And again, this piece could go on the other side too if you wanted to, or you wouldn't have to attach that piece at all. Make sure we're still recording. Wow, 54 minutes. Take a few more minutes to remind you, if you're shopping for this desk, expand this video's description and then click the link there and you can find where to order it online. Also, check out my other Cubiker desk. If you're looking for something smaller, I've been using it for a few years now. And again, that's what prompted me to buy this desk, was the ease of assembly, the excellent build quality, and it just looks nice. But yeah, you can get some bigger desks. This one is plenty large for me. I mean, I think it's perfect. It's perfect for this space. Tell me what you think within the comment section below. And again, if this video helped, subscribe to my channel and consider super thanks. You can find a thanks icon down below this video. Just a great way to choose to tip me if you choose to do so. I know assembly is sometimes difficult, but if this video helped and you feel generous, I appreciate it. Thanks for your viewership and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership and y'all have a good day.